Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. There are more things, Lucilius, that frighten us than injure us, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. All cruelty springs from weakness. You want to live, but do you know how to live? You are scared of dying, and tell me, is the kind of life you lead really any different from being dead? Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. Life, if well lived, is long enough. If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. We are all fools in love. We are always complaining that our days are few and acting as though there would be no end of them. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. Hold on to your youthful enthusiasms, you'll be able to use them better when you're older. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were all well invested. They lose the day in expectation of the night, and the night in fear of the dawn. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare that things are difficult. A man's true wealth is the good deeds that he has done. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness. There is nothing without a remedy save death. Not to know is not a shame, but not to wish to know is. Fortune knocks once at every man's door. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never departs. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. Our plans may be broken, but our spirit should not. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. Control your temper, for anger is a brief madness. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling with adversity. Wounds heal, but some scars never fade. There are more things to be feared than death. The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. True friendship multiplies the good of life and divides the evils. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. No man was ever wise by chance. It is better to be alone than in bad company. Man is affected not by events, but by the view he takes of them. Kindness is the language even the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. Love is a friendship that has caught fire. It is not that we have too few friends, but that we trust too many. Friendship improves happiness and abates misfortune by doubling our joy and dividing our grief. He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it. He that cannot forgive others breaks the bridge over which he must pass himself. While we are admiring the beauty of the earth, we forget the heavens. Silence is the safest course, but speaking well is the most profitable. The only true wealth is time. Hang on to your youthful enthusiasms. You'll be able to use them better when you're older. It is not the length of life, but the depth of life. Learn to be indifferent to what lies outside your control. The more we are aware of the brevity of life, the more we should prize it. A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. The mind is everything, what you think you become. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. We should not judge people by their misfortune, but by their mind, not by the chance of their birth, but by the choice of their life. A man's true wealth is the good deeds that he has done. The desire for money grows with the money you have. A wise man adapts himself to circumstances as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. He who throws away a good opportunity probably won't find another. Not to know is not a shame, but not to wish to know is. Death is not something to be feared. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough. He who is brave is free. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. Learning is the only thing that the mind retains with advancing age. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The more we are aware of the brevity of life, the more we should prize it. You have to persevere and fortify your pertinacity until the will to good becomes a disposition to good. The chief task is to live life diligently without anger, avarice, or ambition. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. He who has great power should use it lightly. There is nothing without a remedy save death, and even death is not without remedy for a wise man. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. A kingdom founded on injustice never lasts. Moral courage is the rarer. Throw me to the wolves and I will return leading the pack. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. Putting things off is the biggest waste of life. It snatches away each day as it comes and denies us the present by promising the future. While we teach, we learn. Ignorance is the cause of fear. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. Every night before going to sleep, we must ask ourselves, what weakness did I overcome today? What virtue did I acquire? There are more things to be feared than death. He that cannot forgive others breaks the bridge over which he must pass himself. Revenge is a dish best served cold. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. All cruelty springs from weakness. If you live in harmony with nature, you will never be poor. If you live according to what others think, you will never be rich. The things hardest to bear are sweetest to remember. Enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones. The more we are aware of the brevity of life, the more we should prize it.